emotion, no expression. You are King of Velia, are you? Welcome to Pyra, my child. I must ask, why have you come?
I am here to complete my aramente. I have already been to the Earth Tribe.
Crosses his arms for a moment.
My mother, Velia, never returned to Zephyra.
For you to be here on the aramente, it is proof that she did not complete hers, or at least is no longer with us. I am sorry. She was strong of heart.
So she came through here?
She did. She completed the trial, the challenges, and moved on to continue her aramente. But 10 or so years back.
Only 10 years ago. She's been gone for close to 20. How long was she here? Yes, how long was she here?
She stayed out but 3-4 days. The mother was strong of heart and was very fierce. She could stir the heart of the mountain themselves with a word. She was very well respected amongst us.
She was better than I am.
I hope not. Well, you are here to learn then, on your aramente. To be tested, yes?
Correct.
Then speak what you learn to seek, what you wish to learn. What do you lack? What will be your death?
I've actually seen a vision of my death. It's from not having the will to do what is necessary for fear of harming others, instead of protecting myself.
Then the test begins now. The rest of the druids have stepped back now, and they've kind of left you to your own devices.
A vision of your death?
Yeah, part of one of the ceremonies that the Earth Tribe gives. It's called the Olori ceremony. It's a tea that they make that is derived from a local plant. That it's essentially a vision quest tea. It gives you visions. Cultural tradition, I guess. I saw two paths. One was an older woman who was wise and hardened and brave. And she had just a line of young Ashari behind her. And I ran away. I realized she was me. And I ran away. And I went down another path. There was a tree. It was young, but strong. And it had a familiarity. And as I reached out and touched it, my vision was taken through the path of the roots. And I could see the world, and I could see how everything was connected. And it took me to you all. And you were strong, and fighting, and proud. And then Vax yelled out, "This one's for Keyleth. I wasn't with you." And then Grog yelled out, "This is for our princess." And I broke away, and I realized that I was that tree, and it was my death. And as I ran to the other side, I went back to the old woman, and all of my people slowly started fading behind her. And as she looked at me, she said, "Your future is as important as it is fragile." protect it. And then she too faded away. And I realized she was me. And when I came out of my vision, I talked with the Earth Headmaster, Headmaster Patisse. And she told me that if I was going to survive, I needed to have the will to do what was necessary and the strength. And ever since the child, it's been hard. I was there for a long time, the Earth Tribe, longer than most stay on their Aramente. I couldn't get through the trial. Every time I used natural magic, every time I tried to fight, I just saw flashes of that child's eyes. I was blocked. Normally they save the Olori ceremony for the final testament, but they actually started me with the Olori ceremony in order to help hopefully unlock my spiritual blocking that I was having. But I don't know.
Well.
So what now, Your Highness?
Continue on and hope I don't make a fatal mistake. Hope that I can learn.
We won't let that happen.
I hope I don't let you guys down.
We face this together.
We'll do this together.
We're with you to the end.
I love you all.
The room.
Wait,
Let turns happen.
wait. As that happens, and as my consciousness fades away, I don't say anything, but here's what I think in a split second.
Okay.
Okay? I think of my friends that I've spent so much time with. I think of Keyleth. Beautiful. Walking under the trees. I think of my twin sister as a young girl, folding linens with our mother. I think of my sister as an adolescent in lessons, smarter than me. I think of the woman that she grew into, hiking over many, many, many miles together. My best friend, Vexalia. And before I can think no more, I say a prayer to Sarenrae to watch over my friends and keep them safe.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. With that thought cast out, the darkness swallows your vision, and unconsciousness takes you into the cold, wet grass on the floor of the courtyard surrounding the palace. A small shiver runs down your spine, Vex. A feeling you haven't felt before. A feeling of sudden and immediate, sourceless dread. And in that instant, you know there is almost no time. This has been a very impactful moment for the survivors you've taken under your wing.
I wander over to Pike and I just grab her hand as I watch.
All right.
I am busy myself trying to bandage any of the survivors that seem injured.
Okay. And there are injuries, many sustained from just, rubble falling or just trying to get out as fast as possible, slamming themselves into ruins or fallen rock and flame and whatever else has happened. So you tend to the wounds. You guys are helping out with those that are hurt.
I'm helping, and as we do so, I say, I don't know what is going to happen in the following hours. Do not go far from me. If we are out of earshot, you are too far from me. Do not go far from me.
Do you think this is what... Do you think this is what Mother saw before she died?
Do not go far from me.
I won't, I swear.
I'm gonna sit with my sister in that time. I want to kill that dragon. Or I want to die trying.
I will. Do I see Zirconis?
So you take Alora's hand and you put your focus into the crystal sphere. Your vision lifts out of the keep with extreme speed. You find your visual surroundings thrust across the Osmit Sea. You find yourself swooping across the shores of Althansia, over the forests, eventually coming upon the blackened clouds that perpetually hang above the charred mountain range that contains the home of the Fire Ashari and the entrance to the elemental plane of fire. Your vision crests the mountain and steps into the valley of broken, blackened shale, to the ever-burning forest. As you come upon it, you recall where the Fire Ashari village was and where you were greeted before and given your trials, where there is now nothing but sundered, broken wood, tents destroyed, bodies burnt and charred and curled up in horrible, ever-gasping pain. The forest itself is flattened from the inside out, like a blast from the center of it just exploded outward. The trees all bent and snapped at the base. And in the center, where there once was that small pool of molten lava that you created the portal through and stepped into the elemental plane, there is a large, ominous, flickering gash between the planes that is roughly 30 to 40 feet in width and height, that is just pulsing as fire and magma pours out of it. You can see wandering imps and elementals and various entities slowly peeking out and escaping and wandering throughout the mountaintops. From what you can see, there are no signs of any survivors.
Destroyed everything. They've killed everyone.
Allura at this point, who pulls out of the ritual, reaches out and grabs you by the shoulders.
We failed.
She goes,
People failed. We failed.
Keyleth, you failed no one. This is not your doing. This burden is ours as a people to hold. Do not let this wash over you or he wins. This is their making. This is not yours. These creatures are evil, incarnate, and it is our job, our true calling, to end what they have done. Do not let this crush you. You are stronger than that. Pull yourself together. Your people, those that remain, they stand behind you.
I'm not as strong as you, Allura.
But you can be, and you will be. Do you trust me? Do you trust me?
Yes.
Good.
No grasp releases.
People.
And mine. And all of ours. There are many secrets in these lands. I'm a firm believer that there's always a way to victory, if we're smart about it.
and we're quick about it. Now, I think we should look for survivors. Gather those we know can rally to our cause. In Iman and beyond. What say you?
Most of them are just ruins. They get 2 eye
Perception check
stalks.
the tomb and see if it's safe to grab shit out of it.
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Hey, Vax, you got that rope yet?
Thank you.
Very
Hold on.
Very gently, I'm removing
Lift.
the leather armor.
Yeah, I am. Geez, how much you been eating?
Okay.
Whoa!
I need Vex, I need Percy, and I need Trinket to all make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, snaps.
Evil shit.
Sorry.
Oh,
1.
1.
For me,
Why do you roll that big?
Instant
I
death.
rolled well on it before.
Why are you rolling twice?
I'm going to use one of my
Trinket.
re-roll every saving throw.
6 for Trinket. This is a good night, you guys.
No.
Good
see?
time.
As you reach out and grab for the armor, as your fingers touch it, there's this vibration, and it seems like the nearby shadows in the corners, seem to reach up towards your hands. You pull back in time, but you and Trinket notice a little too late as there's a burst of death, a burst of death energy that just bursts out for a 10-foot radius around the entire sarcophagus. You avoid it. Both you and Trinket
Are dead.
suffer 56 points of necrotic damage.
I'm unconscious.
Does that bring you below 0?
Yeah.
Vex's body falls and hits the stonework, and you look over as you see her eyes stare up, the last bit of air escaping from her lungs as the life drips out of her form.
Oh shit!
What's going on?
Running over.
What? Running over, pouring a healing potion in her mouth instantly, as quickly as possible.
I can revive her too.
Cash, do something.
The healing potion has no effect, and as you go to her, you can already feel the clutch to her skin. Her body is instantly cold from the necrotic blast.
Kashaw!
You glance over at
Ow.
the sudden, intense energy of the room and see your sister lying cold and lifeless on the ground, being cradled by Zara.
What the fuck happened?
Cash.
I can raise the dead.
Wait.
run over.
Wait. Ray, that's different.
I can revivify or I can raise the dead.
Revivify.
Well,
Revivify.
Let's do it.
I'm already running over. I'm picking her up. What?
Such a creature has
What
died within the
happened?
last
What
minute.
happened? I was only down there for
One
30
hit
seconds.
point.
Do you have it prepared?
Meaning, what do you mean?
Do you have it prepared as one of your prepared spells?
I believe so, yeah.
Check your list to see if it has a little dot
I'm
next
pouring
to
a healing potion in her mouth. I'm pouring a greater potion in her mouth.
it. Okay. No effect.
The fuck is going on?
I do. Do it.
Go.
I do. I have it prepared.
This type of magic, life and death magic, draws a little closer than you feel comfortable with Vesh. And you realize at this moment that you're going to have to make the choice to possibly call her attention forth.
Call whose attention for?
What are you hesitating for? Do it. Do it. Whatever the fuck you're gonna do, do it.
She could destroy everything.
Do it.
What do you mean? She could destroy you. What do you mean?
Who's she?
The dragons are gonna be the least of your fears if she comes back. That's what I mean.
Kashaw, you're running out of time.
Who's she?
I'm gonna bring her back.
You can see Kash's eye just go straight black, and this kind of dark energy begins to swirl off, and as it reaches out, it touches the diamonds, which then shatter upon impact, and the dark energy seeps into your sister's corpse.
Oh my god.
The back arches, though she does not register on the face or any of her movement. Her body lifts slightly in place, her arms just kind of draped, dangling, and scraping against the stone beneath her as she's elevated there. How do you guys want to help with this ritual?
I take out 3 of my shards of residuum, and I place them in where the crystals are as an extra offering.
Okay, so place the residuum across where the diamond dust was shattered, and use that as almost a focus for the energy from the spell. The energy itself vibrates within the glass shards, which then shatter, seemingly not able to focus the energies of the spell.
I take my enchanted moonstone from my staff and place it next to her.
Okay. So as you take the moonstone, and what are you speaking to your patron to aid with this?
I am.
All right. So as you take the moonstone and hold it aloft, you place it near the focus of Kasha's ritual. The dull white glow begins to intermingle with the dark, shadowed energy of Vesh's grant, and as they impact, it creates this strange gray swirl. You, focusing, look up at the altar where the body was, and you see the very faint, drifting image of a dark female form looking on. Wants to make the third and final attempt at aid.
I do.
Oh, shit.
I do.
I'll let you do it.
I pull my sister in close, and I say, "Take me instead, you raven bitch."
At this point, the dark female form that drifts from the altar, you glancing up intently, feeling the sudden, intense, fearful gaze of Vesh upon you. As it gets closer and closer, the presence is different. What you feared was Vesh is not Vesh, actually. It is an image, a specter of the Raven Queen herself. The face is formless at this proximity. You can't make any details. It's just this perpetually blurred female form of a face. The hair just tumbles down past. And as it steps forward, no expression, no words, the hand reaches out towards you, Vax. There's a nod. The magic strengthens, focusing through your moon crystal into Vax's body. Take a picture of this so that no one questions this. A moment passes. A second moment passes. The vision of the Raven Queen nods the head to you, steps backward, and the specter vanishes. Breath fills Vex's lungs as she begins to cough, her form drifting back to the stonework. Your vision clears, and you find yourself looking up at the partially broken stone ceiling of the dark altar. Into the face of your brother, tears streaming down his face. The rest of your friends gathered around.
What happened?
Hello, darling.
I feel so cold. Knocked out.
Yeah.
That was a close one. Did we find anything?
And I reach out and I touch Vax on his back. Do I feel or sense anything different?
No.
What happened?
You fucking died.
Grog.
Yeah. We turned around, I pull your brother out of the pit, and you're laying there lifeless on the floor.
What?
At which point, you immediately have this perpetual slapping of wet, bare tongue across your face as Trinket is just nuzzling up against you and like pressing all of his weight against your body to an almost intense degree.
All right, your breath is lovely. Okay.
Well,
How do you feel?
I feel cold.
Here, take my cape.
How am I not dead then if I died?
That's a good question, Vax. How are you feeling?
Walk out of the chamber.
Wait, Percy, did you set off a trap? Is that how I died?
Yes.
Well, who brought me back?
Cash. And your brother.
Oh.
And Zara.
Oh.
I grab Cash by the hand and just to him. What does this mean?
To be honest, I have no idea.
So you gather your findings, your first retrieval of one of the vestiges of divergence, a success, barring difficult circumstances. You make your way back out through the tomb.
I walk up to Vex. I just say, you know, he loves you very, very much. Very much.